We are gathered here today to say goodbye to a dear friend. Now before I get started, is there anyone who would like to say a few words?
I'll say a few words. You're my best friends. We travelled so far together, saw so many things. But alas, your time has come and our journey together is over. I'll miss you forever. We're meant to film a King of Steel episode today, but I don't know, I'm just too sad. I can't really decide on something, so, you know, either of you can choose what we're gonna do.
How about automotive photography? That's a good idea.
Fuck. Busselton jetty. It's a good place to come. One of my favourite towns, like, because the beaches is just like this nice white sand. When there's no wind in summer, it's really warm, and oh my god, it's just so nice to actually just chill in the water. It's so calm. You can literally fall asleep just doing a backstroke. Let's move on.
It's my first time being in Busselton. I love it.
So Busselton, this is it. We've come down here because Busselton actually has quite like a big antiques car scene, and we've got a very special friend to show us his car collection, which we'll go see in a moment. But yeah, we're not going for that modern garbage. We're gonna go for the big, curvaceous, like bodacious looking,
Like the ones you see really old classic films.
like the kind that a gangster would pull up in with his Tommy gun and shoot you dead in. So let's hop to it.
So you're telling me the cars are inside?
The cars are inside, but you can't see them just yet. We'll go inside in a second. We're just gonna get a little bit of foodies.
What the hell are you eating, Simon?
I don't know. The lady said this is the one with the most chocolate on it, and I'm like, let's go for it. I mean, I've risked enough a lot already.
It turned into a really nice day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, these are the cars.
Wow.
That's what you call a shed.
Wow. Yes. Cars. Cars.
Dude, they're so comfortable to be in as well.
Wow. 1938.
Down here is the engine. Well, these are so simple because like there's not much going on, but like, what is this? The straight six or something? And no power steering. It's just
Beautiful car to drive.
Now for me, this is my favorite one. 'Cause I love like the cream or the white color on it. And then like these headlights, like they're so like futuristic. They've got like that kind of post-modernist, like 1950s kind of like, even though it's like a 30s car. My god, it's so like striking and like sweeping, and like it's like the angles on it and stuff make it look so neat.
This is the kind of house I'm used to. I've seen Buicks around. This is, to be this close is...
Parts and investments, personnel.
Yeah, this one.
That's, look a big motor.
Pristine condition as well. Oh, it looks really good in there.
It's amazing. What an experience.
Do it.
This is the Pontiac.
And then this is the Pontiac.
No, this one's
I've seen this car moving since this.
Only 480 that ever come to Australia. It's the start of the Second World War, 1940, and they were all military vehicles from then on.
Right.
Then you open the doors out and both doors together.
Side doors.
Oh, door. Oh wow, look at the texture of the dashboard.
Yeah, I love the texture. Let's go for a ride.
Chop chop driver.
Chop chop. Let's go. There's so much space back here.
Wow.
I've got my little cigarette trays as well. I can smoke in the back. Yeah.
Just imagine rolling up to like your school, like your high school ball in this. And hopping out with your pretty date on your arm.
Really?
Is it that one? I thought it was, isn't it this one on this one? Wait.
Oh. I was expecting it to be like a lot louder than that, and like a train almost.
And this is the one you took across to the Nullarbor, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude, doing that drive in this car would be amazing.
Had everything out of this, even the upholstery up the top was all renewed.
So,
What a car.
what a car, yeah.
Mhm.
No, I'm actually kind of jealous that you're getting this one.
Control.
It's in neutral. That's
Yeah.
neutral, right?
Yeah, push the accelerator. Turn the key off and pump it again. Right, I do it now. Just gradually,
Almost.
yeah. That's all is working.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing. Hey Simon, are you recording?
I am. Oh my. That one is loud.
Don't do that.
Ah.
I love it. I love it. Love to drive one of these on the country road somewhere.
Yeah.
Got many cars and just like a bunch of nice winding roads.
Very fortunate to be able to get a car like this to be in the condition that it was in.
Yeah. Yes, you've driven all the way to Canberra.
Yeah.
It's a long way.
Oh,
About that far. About that far. And it didn't ever break down on you driving that far? In that heat and through the desert?
Oh, Reilly.
Yeah.
How does it fuel? Wow, that's a lot of space.
yeah. It's not bad at all. Open sesame.
Hi. Welcome to another episode of King the Still. Here we are in Ernie's garage, and we're so Ernie's lending us two of his cars today to take some photos of. So it should be fun, like a 1940s Pontiac. So a bit on the classical side, and honestly, some of my favourite styling in terms of like automotive history. Let's hit you with some of that B-roll.
My car is the 1940s Pontiac. Yeah, it's a burgundy color. And I'm trying to get like a really nice, I'm gonna use the forest on both sides as a frame. And it's like pretty nice right now because I like the sunset. So, I mean, burgundy is kind of red, right? You know, red and
Yeah,
green.
I would call it a red color.
Yeah, you know, it's like a good complementary color with the forest green. And
Lens cap off. Just gonna do a little bit of framing practice. So let's stop it down. I'm gonna use these trees here as like my frame, I reckon. So I want to keep the bin out of the shot, but have like that be like the right side kind of barrel. Come up a bit. Tuck it into reverse now. And then swing a bit this way. Hold it. Yes, that's looking good. What you do, full lock right. The no power steering is
hi, trying to get a macro shot in the interior. As you can see, the textures of the dashboard looks really, really nice. And I'm trying to get that sun where it just hits it right. So either I'm gonna be here, and I have to move back a little bit, or I have to close the door, and I'll just shoot from the outside.
So car photography can be tricky, because what lens do you use? If you go wide, you can get the whole car in frame like this, but it kind of warps it and gives a different angle. As opposed to if you walk back, but if you zoom in, car's in the same framing, but looks totally different.
So we're not actually just dressed up for no reason. Today was Simon's graduation. He is now a bachelor.
Yes, finally got my degree. Mom will be so proud. Anyway, so this is my photo. The photo that I taken is about the 1940 Pontiac, right? It's a burgundy color. And I thought I wanted to emphasize and do a little color contrast between red and green. So I took it to a really nice forest out in the outskirts of Busselton that I found on the way in. And as you can see, like the whole trees, the trees in the background are just towering against one another. And I thought that makes a really good backdrop, and to just use a 135mm lens and just go as far back as I can to make that image look nice and flat, so it doesn't have that 3D-ish kind of image like you would get in a wide lens, but it's a long lens, so you get that really nice, just that one photo. And I feel like the red and the green just really just complement each other. You know, that's what I was going for, and I think I achieved that in that photo. So this is my other shot of the interior of the car. I wanted to go for the logo and how the dashboard would look like, because when you come into a new car, the first thing that the car dealer will go is, why don't you come and sit down in the driver's seat and have a feel for it. So that's what I wanted to go with. I wanted to have a photo that looked like you were in that driver's seat. You were experiencing the same thing you would experience in a car dealership. You would see the dashboard, you would see the steering wheel, how it feels, how it looks like, the details of the horn and everything inside, and it just looks aesthetically pleasing. I mean, the brown, it looks really good, like the texture on the dashboard, just, and the wheel, it just, oh come on, it looks really good. So yeah, I went for a little bit of a rustic theme there. That's what I went for. So this is the macro shot on the outside of the car, the exterior of the car. I wanted to go for something that you would not see on a brochure. That's why I went for the silver arrow macro shot, because that's like a really tiny detail. Like, oh man, this is like a tiny detail of a car that you would not see on a brochure. But you know, I wanted to emphasize on that. So I think it's pretty cool. It's like you know, it's like a small part of the car that just speaks to you. And it's red. Come on, red. So all three photos together, they would complete like the exterior of the car, the interior of the car, and a close-up of a car that you never see anywhere else on a brochure. So all three together just really just speaks to you, like here's the outside, inside, and something that you would miss when you go to like a car dealership. So I wanted to put that as a series, and that's what you see. So yeah.
Wow, what a beautiful photo. So this one was technically meant to be my macro shot, but I kind of cheated a little bit and went for a full body almost, because I was really trying to capture that grille in there, and like the tones that I was trying to go for were like sepia. The car was a cream color and I didn't think it stood out that much, so like if you notice, like in the reflection, I've actually made it all black and white and then like really exaggerated the levels in the car. And I just wanted to stand out a bit, so hopefully you guys thought that was cool, because I certainly did. One of my favorite things about hopping in a car is like seeing the dashboard laid in front of you. With modern cars and stuff, like you get the holographic display on the windscreen and stuff, which I find extremely premium. But in this one, like the best part about it is the pearl handlebar steering wheel. And then like the kind of brown textures behind it, because it's just such a simple dashboard. So yeah, once again, bring up the sepia tones, make it very brown looking, completely obliterate all the greens in the windshield and stuff. And then yeah, good to go. It's a finished photo. Now this photo is actually my favorite photo of the bunch. It's very long. It's a 2x1 shot, and I just wanted to accentuate and then capture like the curvaceous and bodacious nature of cars back in the 1940s. This car was actually made after the Second World War ended. Anyway, regardless, if you have a look, yes, 2x1 ratio, everything, once again, everything outside of the car is black and white, completely obliterated the detail and color, and then really accentuate the colors in the cream. I got that little sun star kissing the top of the car because I thought, ooh, how pretty. And yeah, hopefully we have a winner.
So with the voting, the bottom 4 photos we're going to have here is 6, 5, 4 and 3. And then the winning photo came down to 1 photo each. And I can tell you there was one vote separating it. That's how close it was. Just 1 vote, that's all it was. So, without further ado, closing your eyes, the winner of this week's King of the Steel was Brady.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us on another episode of King of the Still. We've got some big things coming up in October, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and actually comment if you think I deserve to win, because honestly, like those photos were very close, and I think we both did a good job, not you. So don't forget to like the video, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, copyright music. So we're out here in Busselton on the Busselton jetty. My first time. Hey. My first time in Busselton, I love it. But the boys won't let me go on the jetty because it's too far.
Dude, it gets so cold and windy out there.
Wow.
Open sesame.
Hi. Welcome to another episode of King the Steel. Here we are in Ernie's garage, and we're